In my last video, I discussed on the partners or stakeholders that are part and parcel of resolving the current unrest in schools. I discussed how students can be brought on board because they are involved, how the board of management can be brought on board because they are involved, how parents can be brought on board, how the government and other stakeholders can be brought on board, how the community can be brought on board because they are involved, to arrest this problem of banning schools. So if these partners or these parties are engaged properly, we cannot be having this issue of banning schools anymore, right? So today I want to discuss some of the contributing factors. Now I'm not blaming anybody, but I'm just discussing some of the factors that are contributing to unrest in schools. Number one is poor communication between students and the administration. So lack of proper channels of communication between students and the administration exacerbate this issue of unrest in schools. So how should it be? The administration needs to have proper channels. When there is an issue, we have the school captain, we have the deputy captain, we have other prefects, we have the boarding masters, we have teachers, class teachers, we have students. Let us have suggestion box designated in various points whereby students can be able to channel their issues and grievances. And let us have a platform whereby students can be able to give their grievances openly without being judged by the administration. Let us have open forums to alleviate this challenge. Number two, harsh or unfair disciplinary practices. In a school setup, if we have harsh and unfair disciplinary practices, like students are being caned badly, students are being given harsh, bad punishments that ends up taking their time. Maybe a student can be given to do a punishment for the whole day. A student can be given a punishment that is unfair. You know examples of punishments. I know you have been in schools. I'm not giving examples because some of them could be bad. Yeah, you know, harsh examples of punishments that can be given to these learners. All right, this can make them strike because they are feeling unheard. Right. Number three, we have academic pressure and exam stress. If the timetable is so squeezed and we have so many exams from Monday to Friday without giving the students room to breathe, without giving these students time to relax a bit. Yeah. And who told you that the many the exams, the high the likelihood of these students passing the exam? It is spaced exams and of course timely exams with objectives whereby students are able to adjust well, so that the students don't feel that it is a punishment but it is a responsibility. So let us make these exams to be something that they long for, something that they love doing, but not like a punishment. Number four, we have bullying and student conflicts. Some students are bullying others, and the school administration is giving a deaf ear. others are being beaten by other students, the school administration or the teachers are keeping quiet. So the rest of the population that feels unheard can demonstrate, can strike, so that the school administration now comes to sit with them to understand what is the problem. Before it reaches this point of banning schools, we can arrest it earlier by listening to these students. Another point is the drug and substance abuse. Students are abusing drugs left, right, center. School administration doesn't care. Teachers, they are teaching and go home. Nobody is concerned about the behavior of these learners. So they keep on abusing these drugs, and a mind that is occupied by drug and substance abuse is likely to ban schools or cause havoc in one way or the other than the other mind that is sober, clean, and clear. Right? Another factor that can contribute to the unrest in schools is mental health challenges. Students are stressed, nobody to talk to. Students they feel anxious of their exams. They are disturbed psychologically. There are so many issues happening in school: punishment, exams, strict routine, and just name them. So the mental aspect of these learners is not taken care of. So therefore, the only way to find their stress is by banning school, so that they are given time to go home and rest. Let us be careful about that. Another point is peer pressure and group behavior. Students could be having bad peer influence that can contribute to these bad behaviors. So students can be guided, can be psychoeducated on some of the effects of peer pressure, mob psychology in doing things. They can be helped to know, so that they don't engage in such peer pressure activities that leads to banning of schools, strikes, and the rest. The last point is poor school facilities or living conditions, especially in boarding schools. So if we have poor facilities in schools, we have poor living conditions. The dorm is not properly constructed. The beds are so much stuck together. The hygiene is not so keenly looked unto. The environment can make these students strike, because it is the role of the school administration, it's the role of the boarding masters, the role of the duty masters to ensure that the environment is clean. It is the role of the administration to make sure there is enough facilities, there is enough dorms, there is proper spacing of these beds. There is no stacking of beds. You find some schools have like three deckers, whereby these learners are congested together. These issues can make these students demonstrate and ban their school. So these factors that I've discussed are not limited, but I've just picked some of these points that I think are at the core of the striking of these students. If these problems are arrested, if these factors are looked into by the stakeholders that I discussed earlier on, That is the school administration, the government, parents, society, or the community, the students themselves. These problems or these factors can be handled properly so that the students feel heard, the environment is safe for them. Therefore, there could be no more demonstrations. There could be no burning of schools, and therefore, we could have solved the problem. Right? If you want to contact me to come to your school, talk about these issues and how we can be able to address them. Could be as in a school setup, I can talk to the learners to make them understand their responsibility, their role in school. I can talk to the teachers to empower them with some of the skills in terms of anger management, social skills in general, their emotional fatigue of the learners, and how probably they can be better placed to handle these learners. Not from the educational perspective, because I know most of them, not even most of them, all of them are professionals. They know what they are supposed to teach these learners. My part could be now helping them understand from a psychological perspective how they can be able to handle these learners so that they can reduce the friction in between the learners and the teachers and the school administration in general. Okay? So these factors that I've discussed can be arrested if we make an intention of sitting together, discussing, and having the solutions together. Right? Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Wisdom Volcano Hub. This is the only YouTube channel that gives wisdom, and wisdom is flowing like a volcano. Right? So you can subscribe, comment, share, and put a notification when I'm posting a new video. You can be able to get a notification and subscribe and watch. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everything. Bye bye, and see you next time when I'll be discussing now on the solutions to the challenges that we have so that we can bring to the end of these issues of burning schools. Thank you so much. God bless you.